Morning, everybody. I would like to say that I've just got out of bed, but I haven't. I'm still in it. Welcome to another episode or another edition, whatever you want to call it, of Latte with Lynda on location. So on Wednesday, I was on location, wasn't I? Outside North London Breast Care Centre. Today, I am in Manchester. I'm here. I'm at the Malmaison Hotel. Because I'm at an event, or going to be at an event with my gorgeous coach and the gorgeous women. Good morning, Danny. The gorgeous women from a training that I've been doing, Impactful Coach, and it's been wonderful, and it just allows you to really bring yourself to the coaching experience. So it's all about your authenticity and bringing yourself to the experience. And one of the things that my coach talks about is because often we can get ourselves into a state of scarcity where it's like, I'm not enough, there isn't enough, and it can spiral. So it's important to find things that you can do that are within your reach, but also feel luxurious to you. So I saved up for this. And I booked myself into the hotel where the event is taking place, the Malmaison. And when I lived in Manchester 20 odd years ago, we used to come to the Malmaison and we'd have lunch. And I always thought, oh, how luxurious it would be to be able to stay in this hotel. So that's what I'm doing. So I've stepped into a little bit of luxury for me. So this week, my boot camp, Lynda's Inferno boot camp, ! Get fit and transform. Finished. We completed it 6 weeks, and it was wonderful because the results were strength, inner strength, outer strength. So strength of body, mind, spirit, and soul. Stronger core. Just having that connection between the mind and the body, and it was wonderful. So that is complete now. We are 6 weeks in on the mindset program. That is going really well, because that is based on my podcast, Letter to Myself, Mindset Mastery. No, that's the program. Like Letter to Myself, talking to yourself is grossly underrated because we spend so much time inside our heads with these conversations that tend to be negative, and they tend to spiral down and drag us down. So it's important to really catch what's going on in your heads and turn it into something positive, turn it to our advantage. So, for example, the things that we've been working on in the programme are people-pleasing, as in not boosting it, but ending it. And that's been going really well. So that ability to say no. So, for example, last night, we were going for something to eat, and some of the group wanted to eat a little bit later. I was hungry, so I said, "No, I'm hungry now. Let's go now." So we did. So it's that what I would have done in the past would have been quiet and not said anything, and then been so hungry that I would have been cross. So I said it straight away. So it's that thing of saying no when you mean no. How often do you find yourself, or have you found yourself, maybe in the past, maybe now, in a situation where you think, I don't want to be here, but you've been too polite. You haven't wanted to hurt anybody's feelings. So you've gone along, and then, of course, you have a sense of resentment. And that resentment is never at, good morning, Emin. That resentment is never at you or the other person. That is just the trigger. The resentment is towards yourself for having gone along with something that didn't serve you, you're not comfortable with. So we work on people pleasing. We even did some role play. So that, for example, the client had been asked to drop somebody off at the airport at 4:00, 4 a.m. So the neighbour was expecting him to get out of bed at whatever hour, I don't know, and take them to the airport for 4 a.m. And so we did some role play because he didn't want to do it, but he was worried that the neighbour would be upset. But you know what? We did the role play, and it was fine. And the neighbour said, "Oh, okay, no problem." He said no. So because we often, with the people pleasing, we're worried about other people's feelings. However, remember my mantra: none of my business what other people think about me. Say it again and again and again. None of your business. And why are you getting out of your bed at whatever ridiculous hour to go and drop somebody off at the airport when you've got things to do for yourself? So it's about putting yourself first, really. And remembering that putting yourself first is not selfish. Frog in my throat. Got some water. It's not selfish, it's selfless. You fill your cup. You fix yourself. You sort yourself out. So you are in the best place to help other people. Like that airplane scenario. Put your mask on first, then help other people. So we deal with people pleasing. We've dealt with confidence, knowing that you are enough, and being able to say, this is what I want, and being able to ask boldly for what you want, and get it. So we've done all of that. Authenticity. So with the self-love journey, self-love is about loving you. All of you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so you get to look at all those aspects of you and embrace them, even the ones that you don't like. And often the ones that you don't like, there's nothing wrong with them. It might be that you're actually very clever. We're all very clever. We're all geniuses. But at some point along the line, someone has told you to shut up because, shut up, know it all, something like that. And therefore you thought, oh God, right, okay, I don't want to express my knowledge. So you've been silenced. So then you start to resent that part of you because somewhere along the line somebody has said that was not appropriate. And so you now see it in a negative way. But what you get to do is to look at it again, review it, and assess and see how you can bring that back, that aspect of your personality that you are suppressing. How can you bring it back to your advantage? Because it's really important on the self-love journey to love all of you, the good, the bad, the ugly. You cannot be truly authentic if you are not expressing all of you. And this is where a lot of distress can come in and dis-ease. If you are suppressing parts of you, then, you can feel quite resentful. You can feel quite resentful being triggered by other people because there are aspects of them that you are suppressing in you. So it's really important to let it out, embrace it, alchemize it. What is it on this aspect of me that I don't like that I can bring into my everyday being? For example, maybe you've got a bossy side. You're a bit bossy. And again, you've suppressed it. But there will be times in your life when you need to speak out and project manage something, whatever it is you're doing. So it's really important to be able to acknowledge it, embrace it, and know that there are times when you can express and use this gift that you have. So, people pleasing, confidence, authenticity, and self-love. Knowing that you are enough. Everything you have is within. So what we've been working on over the last couple of weeks is about that dream. What is it that you dream of? What is your heart's desire? And then the steps that you can take towards that. Because you've got it all. There are infinite possibilities in your life, in your existence. So the one that you're working on now, the existence that you're working on now, you can change that. You can literally change your mind. Peter Crone says, change your mind, change your life. So change and shift and move in a different direction. Right, Soul Tribe. The voice is getting a bit croaky. It's almost time to get up. So I'm on. I've been doing in my. So I have a Facebook group related to the podcast, and it's called Let's and Myself Facebook Community Group, and I am doing days of gratitude, 30 days of gratitude. Yesterday was day 10. Because I was travelling up, and then, do you know what? Yeah, so I had to wait to check into this room. Long story. Maybe I'll go on about that in another group. So with the 30 days of gratitude, it's about finding gratitude for every single thing. So yesterday was day 10. So that means coming up with 10 different gratitudes. Today's day 11, so coming up with 11 different gratitudes. So I've got plenty for yesterday to find gratitude in. For example, I booked this room, and I booked a very nice room, and it wasn't ready. So I have to find gratitude for that. So, for example, got a chance to speak to the lovely Lucy, who's on the training with me. So that was nice. And she's got a nicer room than me. And I paid for an upgraded room. So I've got to find gratitude for that. What else? There's so many gratitudes I get to find for this room. For example, the curtains do not go right up against the window. So there's a big gap. So there's just light coming in the night. Fortunately, I've got my eye mask, so gratitude. There is a light on the mirror, and there's a little sensor. So even if you switch the mirror off, that sensor provides a light. So they gave me some a card or a postcard and some tape. So I stuck that over the light. But that now means I can't turn the thing on, so I have to just rip it on and off. So getting to find gratitude for that. The room is cold. I've come from London. It's about 10 degrees hotter down there. I didn't bring a coat, so extra duvet because they are not able to turn the heating up in this room apparently. They did offer me another room, but it was just as cold. And I thought, why am I moving? Didn't want to move. Didn't look any better than the one I'm in. A million gratitudes to be sought and found. So that is another thing that we do in the training is because when you are able to find the positive in the negative, it actually flips the switch so that your reticular activating system goes into, rather than looking in for the negative, it's looking for the positive. And you'll start to see the positive, and you'll start to notice, and you'll feel it coming your way. So it's all about flipping that switch. Right, Soul Tribe. I was saying goodbye about 20 minutes ago. Yickety yak, off on a tangent. So yes. Do check out my bio. There's a lot going on. Needs updating, I know. Lots going on. I've introduced something new, which I haven't put out there just yet, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's a 3x3. So you can work one-to-one with me, but this is like 3 people and in one container. So it's me and 3 you and 2 other people. I'm assuming you're coming along. And we do the coaching that way. So I coach everybody. We take a theme and we coach. I coach. And what's really good about group coaching, I love it, is that you'll have a question and then somebody else will ask a similar question, and even if it's not even a question that is the same as yours, the answer is invaluable and actually helps you. So therefore you get lots and lots of support and strategies and breakthroughs. So yeah, check out my bio, link in bio as they say, click on the link tree, see what's happening, and book in for a little call to find out more. Right, so Soul Tribe, this is it from me. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Sending lots of love. Bye.